Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Cardinals, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 21. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And bulldozing his way through. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. He completes it to Evans. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brady There's Evans again, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now Brady. Running right through him. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Fournette again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bring it. Leonard Fournette punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 33. 54 yards on the ground for him so far. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Trucks over him and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now, first down run there for Fournette, but it won't accomplish much as he'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. And Brady will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tom Brady keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. Murray has the first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Murray now. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Cards get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point, on the road no less in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Murray again. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. Escapes the defender. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 91 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down at 4. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Boy, point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 39, Murray. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Now Murray's got to have this one. Being chased out left. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. Gets big yardage.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action. Now it's Murray. Forced out to his left. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 15. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that?
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire?